If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Tubby & Coos, Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans and Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby & Coos, more than books.
Kosh's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kosh's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, one block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton has everything for Doctor Who fans. Artists, vendors, games, costume contests, room parties, and more. Saturday night's Chronopalooza features Terra Terra, Suzaku 7, Some Metri Guy, Darwin Prophet, Tomb of Nick Cage, and the Consortium of Genius. Get discounted tickets now at NOLATimefest.com. NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton. You don't need an appointment to see the doctor.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios. This is D Squared with
Brian Held.
How the hell are you, buddy?
I am much, much better than I have been.
I know. Don't eat the chili at Chili's.
Yeah, I know.
That's our new motto.
Yeah.
The Week in Geek. Don't eat the chili at Chili's. All right, buddy. As always, we want to strongly urge people to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Check out our website at twigradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, and check out the Instagrams at The Week in Geek. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, of course, once we're off the air, we're going to load this podcast up as on Spreaker.com, or you can load up Spreaker for your smartphone or tablet. You can also find us on iTunes for those iPhone inclined. We're on YouTube, and you can go to FoxSportsAM1280.com and find all of our episodes there.
Red alert, Brian.
What?
So on FoxSportsAM1280.com, I uploaded pictures.
What?
From MobyCon.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know. I figured out, or at least somebody left their password lying about.
Gotcha.
And so I was able to upload some stuff. And so all our pictures from MobyCon this weekend are at FoxSportsAM1280.com. Go to our page, The Week in Geek on air, The Week in Geek. Click on it, and it's just titled simply Mobile Comic Con.
There you go.
It's awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, do we have a guest on the line that's not Scungy, somebody we want to talk to?
Yes, actually we do. We have Mr. Paul Patecek on the line. He is one of the principal organizers of Time Fest. Paul, you there?
Hey, how's it going? Happy Thursday.
Hey, man, how are you?
Fantastic.
So,
glad to hear you're doing better, sir. Glad to hear you're doing better.
Thank you so much.
He was knocking on death's door. I was already checking out possible replacement candidates.
So,
oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez, thanks, Dave. Of course, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton is going to be Time Fest. So tell us all about it, Paul.
Hey, yeah, Time Fest 4. This is the fourth year, maybe in a row, not sure. Time travel's a little timey-wimey. This year, we're going to be at the second year at the Hilton New Orleans Airport, 901 airline, and we're going to have not one, not two, not three, but 4, and maybe 5 TARDISes. It's going to be fantastic.
They're like multiplying, like rabbits.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got, we're putting the fest back in Time Fest. Saturday night, we're going to have the first annual, or maybe the third, I don't know, Chronopalooza, and we're going to feature six musical performances. We're going to have Suzaku 7, Terra Terra, Tomb of Nick Cage, Some Met Your Guy, Darwin Prophet, and the Consortium of Genius. So I'm really, really excited about that.
That's a hell of a lineup, man.
Hell of a lineup. It's going to be 5 hours of awesome. If you go to NOLATimefest.com, you can see video performances by the bands, and you can get your tickets. Discounted tickets are available up until the Thursday before the convention. So the adult tickets are only $25, and children 7 to 13 or 15, kids under 7 are free with adults, as always.
$25 for 6 bands, plus
a
whole convention,
Saturday and Sunday programming. So
wow,
Chronopalooza was like a bonus.
And so we have all these panels to choose from during the event. What time does they kick off on Saturday?
Saturday we kick off. Doors open at 10 o'clock. Our panels start at 11, and those are going to go through 6 or 7 o'clock, and then we'll be having the Chronopalooza from 7 to 11. I think there's some alternate programming that's going on, too. I don't know if y'all may have heard about this. David?
The roast of local celebrity Brian Held?
Oh, my goodness.
Something like that. So all those people who hate Brian Held like I do, come on and we'll throw rotten eggs at him.
Thanks, Dave.
At least in between sets, you can go in and throw a rotten egg or maybe a tomato and then jump back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have 3 panel rooms full of programming Saturday and Sunday. On the main stage, we're going to have panels presented by a lot of our local fan groups and bloggers. The USS New Orleans will be there. 501st Legion will be there. She Geeks, you're familiar with the Fantastic
Eris. Yeah. She helped me out of the dating game from MobyCon.
Yeah.
Yes. Southern Geek will be there. We're also going to have some fantastic. We've got over 30 vendors. We're chock full of vendors this year, and I'm real excited that one of the vendors is our very own Kimberly, who has a Verdian Tea, which is going to be fantastic.
Kimberly B. Richardson? Yes.
I always get her name wrong, especially in public. I do well on the radio, but not in public.
Yeah, Veridian Tea Company, and I hear rumors she may be having a special blend of tea made just for Time Fest.
I hope it's hangover cure tea. That's what I need, hangover cure tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Costume contest on Saturday is going to be from 4 to 5:30. There's also going to be a Sunday Mad Cosplay in the Box contest, which should be really mad fun.
Yeah. Alex. I was going to say Alex Cannon is putting together that cosplay contest.
I get to be the DJ. Stacks of wax, mountains of sound, all designed to get you down. So Motown in your town.
And I'll be emceeing that event.
Yay!
Fantastic.
And then we'll throw eggs at him. Love you, Brian.
One thing I'm excited about is New Orleans Worst Film Festival is going to do a riff on Daleks Invasion Earth on Sunday at 11 o'clock. It's a Peter Cushing
that
movie,
sounds fun.
And Alfred Richards is going to be presenting that, so that's going to be fantastic. I'm really
nice.
about that.
I have not laid eyes on that man in years.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
No, it'll be great. That's awesome. And what you mentioned to me earlier about Preston Acevedo. He's going to be there, and he did something special?
Preston will be there. He designed this year's shirt. If you go to Facebook page, you can see that some pictures of that. Looks really, really fantastic. Preston will be there. We're going to have
damn. He's a bad influence on me.
There. Megan Davis will be there. Monty Stickman will be there. A whole bunch of really Felix Matos out of Slidell, who's really. Well, if you go to the Facebook page, the artists are actually posting countdown photos, countdown drawings for prints that they're going to be having available at the show, which is pretty good. So you got Monty and Felix are alternating between their countdown 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 the day with their drawings of the doctors, which is pretty cool.
No, that's great. So one more time, Paul, how can folks find tickets, find out more about this event?
to get in early on the cyber invasion of New Orleans, go to NOLATimefest.com.
Okay.
And you can buy your tickets there. Everything you need to know is there.
Awesome. All right. And, Crew to Who is putting on another great event, number 4, so we're happy to have it.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be something for everyone there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so guys, come on out. We're going to be out there, the Weekend Geek and Crew to Who. Everybody, all your favorite nerds will be there.
Yep.
Paul, thank you so much for giving us your time, man, and letting us know about Time Fest, man.
Take care. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.
All right. Bye. All right, Dave. Well, you ready?
Where is it? There it is.
There you go.
It was a slow starting song. I was going to have the doctor, play us out.
Okay. No, that's cool. So after the break, Top Nerd News?
Absolutely, Top Nerd News. All right, guys, this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
Still seeing heavy delays on all your interstate systems this evening. If you're traveling to the East Bank, taking the Crescent City connection, slow and go beginning from General de Gaulle. And if you're leaving the CBD, heavy on the Lakebound Expressway and I-10 between the bridge and the Parish Line. Remains slow on the I-10 through Metairie and Kenner between the Parish Line and Power. I-10 eastbound delays are between Power and Veterans. Also slow and go if you're headed to the high-rise beginning from Elysian Fields. And still seeing congestion on the I-310 southbound just past Airline. I'm Angie Brolier.
She didn't just visit the sick and poor. She moved in with them because they needed help. Mother Teresa couldn't do it all, but she gave her all. Compassion. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
We'll see an occasional passing shower or storm this evening. Overnight lows in the 70s. Rain and storm chances go up late tonight and tomorrow morning. We'll see periods of storms on Friday. Some of the rain could be heavy, with highs in the low to mid-80s. Off and on showers and storms will continue into Saturday as well, with highs in the middle 80s. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds on Sunday, but still an above normal chance for showers and storms. We don't dry out until next week. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist David Bernard.
Right now, there's a girl in India who has dreams bigger than her village. Right now, there's an elder in Guatemala who dreams of a life of greater dignity and less loneliness. You can help change the future of one person in a single moment. Begin the change at unbound.org.
The historic Desert Trip Concert in Indio, California. iHeartRadio is sending you and 3 Buzz. October 7th and 14th, the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan and his band. October 8th and 15th, Paul McCartney, Neil Young and Promise of the Real. October 9th and 16th, The Who, Roger Waters. 2 legendary weekends in October. 1 stage. Grand prize courtesy of Golden Voice LLC. Desert Trip this October. Enter to win on our website.
Enter to win at foxsportsam1280.com.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Kasha's Bazaar, located at 5727 Jesson Highway, across from Red, White, and Blue. Geeky collectibles and more. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kasha's Bazaar. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jesson Highway, the Flea Market.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton has everything for Doctor Who fans. Artists, vendors, games, costume contests, room parties, and more. Saturday night's Chronopalooza features Terra Terra, Suzaku 7, Some Metri Guy, Darwin Prophet, 2 of Nick Cage, and the Consortium of Genius. Get discounted tickets now at NOLATimefest.com. NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton. You don't need an appointment to see the doctor.
Now back to The Week in Geek.
Ooh, I'm so happy.
Broadcasting from the TubbyandCoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
This is brilliant dialogue.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D Squared.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. All right. So you want to just jump straight into top nerd news?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by Kasha's Bazaar at 5727 Jefferson Highway. And now, your top nerd news stories. All right, Brian, what's topping us off, man?
So, did you see the news about the cameo of Stan Lee in Deadpool?
Yeah, Stan the man. He seemed to be very put out that he was not at the strip club.
Well, you know, I mean,
I would be too. But, I mean, have you ever seen those old those videos he did for YouTube? The Stan's Rants.
Yeah.
I stole a bunch of audio from there. That's where I just got that rejoin from, as a matter of fact. But one of them, he goes on about strippers, and he goes, pole dancing should be an Olympic event.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, man, I was trying to put together a fake interview of us and Stan Lee, and your dear and lovely wife was not overly fond of that interview, like when I gave her like a little test audio.
Yeah.
Because she's a super fan of Stan. But Stan likes strippers. Hey, you know, what can I say?
I know. That's cool. Speaking
Stan,
of my wife,
we're
she
like
is
brothers.
listening right now.
Sorry, Dawn. All right, what's next?
I want to talk about this.
Wait, hold on. We didn't even talk about it. He's going to be doing 3 more cameos, too. They're filming 3 cameos, Stan, right now, Stan Lee. What? They didn't say which ones that it's supposed to be, but, I mean, I'm going to assume that it's all the Infinity War stuff.
I'm guessing they're probably going to make it generic and fit it in wherever they can, right? I mean,
why?
Well, because he's getting up there, man. I mean, we may lose him at any time, and that's kind of sad to think about.
Well, we could just CGI his face on people.
Well, you know.
And then just use audio. Strippers are great.
That was headlines from 2099, right?
It was.
Yeah.
All right, now we can move on.
I want to talk about this board games thing, man. This is crazy. Look, you know, a lot of folks in our community play board games.
Yes.
But for folks that may not realize they're like board games, you mean like Monopoly and Clue,
and
like
Risk.
You know, when I played as a kid, you know. But man, the board game industry is huge.
Oh yeah, man.
And on Kickstarter, let's see. Since its inception in 2009, board gaming has attracted $495 million.
Sweet jumping Jesus!
In funding and games. They have a little breakdown of
categories.
Right.
So this is that little that fancy graph that you sent me.
Right. So games make up the top of all the things that people pledge to.
Over more than film and video, 337 million for film and video, 171 million for music.
Right, yeah.
My God, it like stomped all these people.
Now you have to take into account that the games category here does include video games, but it is a very small portion of the overall $495 million. And I mean, but it makes sense, right? We had Jamie Stegmaier on that one time, you know, over...
In Exile Entertainment, blanking on his name.
Matt Finley from In Exile. Yeah, of course, he kickstarted Wasteland 2, right? Millions of dollars there. I mean, so yeah, I mean, it's you know, there's really the kind of this resurgence of really cool board games. Dark Souls just came out with a board game, and I wish I had the number handy.
Let me ask you this. I mean, do you think it has to do with more the fact that nerds are going to be the ones out there, you know? I hate to say, you know, cruising the internet, but I mean, you know, I think people that, you know, us are more savvy and more interested in seeing these things created because God knows the traditional establishment of creators and game creators have just, you know, done a new fancy edition of Parcheesi. Well, hey, get your Doctor Who Monopoly. Screw you. I don't want that.
Well, I mean, I think there's a number of factors, but I do think it says that there's still a place at the table for the social element that you can't get behind a computer screen.
No, right? I'm all against the social element.
All right, real quick. Dark Souls, it made over almost 4 million pounds. So
that's fat.
Yeah, that's essentially double it. Is $8 million.
That's a lot of scratch.
One board game.
All right, now let me ask you this. You and I were talking about this outside the studio earlier. Now, there was a Japanese game that basically stole Bang's entire game mechanic.
So
Bang, it was a court?
Right. So Bang is a card game, and there was another version, another card game that was created using like Japanese kind of artwork and
feudal Japanese.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, and both games are the exact same as far as the mechanics are concerned, but the narrative, all the artwork, all that stuff is different. And of course, the Bang card game guys took them to court.
I would have.
And the judge ruled in favor of the other game, saying that you can't copyright mechanics. Right?
That's all right. So this is what I've got to ask then to that, because I actually stopped our conversation when we were having this conversation.
Right.
Because I'm like, look, let's save it for the air. So if I take just, I don't know, let's just say Flux or something, you know, and although Flux has created every possible Flux out there, but let's just say I want to do Fart Flux, and I'm just going to put, SBD, silent but deadly farts, and all this other silly crap, and put all new art, all new, whatevers. I can do it.
You can do it.
As long as I'm not, if it's the same game mechanics.
It's right. The game mechanics, right? How you draw cards, how you place them on the table, what roll dice, or those things, those those actions cannot be copyrighted. All
okay,
right?
that makes sense to a degree. Just for other creative people. Because eventually they'd be like, oh, well, roll one die and move 5 spaces. You can't do that because I created that in that game. That makes a fair amount of sense. But, where does creativity come in where it's like, hey, look, dude, I created this game, and you're just coming in and making it prettier than mine.
Well, and that's the thing is it's about, the narrative, right, the artwork, all the stuff that drives the game, right, versus you just – flip this card, roll this dice, do this thing. All the stuff that makes it make sense in context is all intellectually protected, right?
Okay.
So, now I'm not saying, run out and copy Monopoly, right? And just,
please don't.
Right.
I'll murder you.
Right. But, there's
right.
there's fluctuation there, right?
I just see that it seems to me that a lazy person could just be like, hey, that worked. Let's just, package that up and do the same thing they did.
Well, but, look, much like producing a radio show, all right, there's a whole lot more to it than just slapping some pretty artwork on it.
I just like to scream in the microphone, and that's just my thing.
Right.
All right, moving on before we get too testy.
No, I'm not testy.
All right, Brian, I'm going to make you testy. You know why?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Reboots? Don't talk to me about reboots, Brian. Are you kidding me? Reboots?
Oh, what?
We got more reboots on the way. The dark times.
Yeah, Logan's Run. Yeah.
So, that was a flaming turd, but it was pretty good. Visually, it was a flaming turd.
Yeah,
that robot was... it was like electrical coils and like shiny sheet metal.
Yeah, but for its time, right?
Yes,
it was pretty good, and of course, it's got the nostalgic element, and so
Well, here's when I was reading the article. The whole reason they want to reboot it is because this young adult dystopian future crap is just like taking off. Everybody wants to try to be the next Hunger Games, where you got like the Divergent series, which I did not like that one.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
The Maze Runner. Yeah, I went and saw the second one in the theater just because my kid liked it because he's a young adult.
Right.
But some of these other ones like the Fifth Wave with Hit Girl in it. That's just flopped in the box office. There's flop after flop in this dystopian future stuff. So why reboot something? Is it because we tried this new book stuff, this new material, but it's failing?
Look, I've read a bunch of stuff about reboots and like the process and
Are you softening your heart?
No, not,
okay.
No.
Are you softening your stance?
No, because it's it's one of those things like Gods of Egypt, right? That didn't fare out very well.
I loved the idea and the premise until I realized that they cast the Egyptian gods with white dudes.
Right. Well, but the whole deal with that is you had some producer out here going, all right, how can I make money? Right. And then he goes and looks at the what was the Grecian themed?
Clash of the Titans?
Clash of the Titans stuff or whatever. He's like, well, Clash of the Titans made a ton of money, right? So let's do something about the gods. But we did the Greeks, so who else have we got? Oh, Egyptians. Let's do the Egyptian gods. Okay, bang. And basically they're just taking these elements and plugging it into this type of formula in order to create these movies. And I think the reboot we're talking about here, Logan's Run, is sort of similar, right? Logan's Run, I guess, I don't have to look at the numbers.
The whole reason I want to taunt you with the reboots is because also League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is looking to reboot as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's just IO9/Gizmodo jerking our chains. Because there's only, it was like maybe a half comment they heard from somebody, but there's no producers attached. There's no directors attached.
So did you like the first one?
It was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
I mean, it was entertaining. I enjoyed. I mean, it really looked cool. I loved the idea. I would play a role playing game in that world.
Right.
I mean, that'd be fun.
Yeah. No. I mean, so I enjoyed all of that. Why? Do something new, guys. I mean, there's so
they got free intellectual property where you can use
all the monsters.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Tom Sawyer. Jekyll and Hyde and Invisible Man and. Alan Quartermain. That's what I was blanking on. Alan Quartermain.
Right. No, I realized
the guy who wrote that the Alan Quartermain stories was actually at Isandlwana during the Zulu War.
Really?
I know. I read books, Brian. He's smart. All right, Jesus, it's already time to take a break, pal.
All right.
You know what? When we get back, we're going to let everybody know about a great event going on at Tubby and Coos this weekend, and actually the whole month, actually.
Yeah.
And so we got some information about that. Then we have a book of the month, and then as always, we close out the show with This Week in Geek History. And then at 6:45, we throw it to the Z's. Boom! Home run!
All right.
Wow, I need to take a breath. All right, guys, stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
This report is brought to you by Lead Safe America.
Well, a few heavy rain showers passed through the Metairie and Kenner area, and it's adding to an already heavy delay on the interstate as well as the lakebound expressway between the Crescent City connection and Power. Also slow and go I-10 eastbound between Williams and Veterans. Your high-rise delays begin from the I-10, I-610 merge. And if you're traveling downtown, we're getting word of some police activity on the Riverbound Expressway near O'Keefe. I'm Angie Burldgay. Follow us on Twitter at TotalTrafficNO.
More than 1 in 3 American kids has lead in their blood. No level of lead is safe. Lead poisoning causes learning disabilities and behavioral disorders. Has your child been tested? Learn more at leadsafeamerica.org.
Hi, this is Jerry V. Congratulating the latest New Orleans area veterans to find employment through iHeartRadio's Show Your Stripes campaign. Nikithia James of the Learning Bridge Career Institute, Jordan Bumgard, Brian Bordelon, and Brandon Johnson of Cypress Guns and Ammo. Would your business like to join your Show Your Stripes and make the commitment to hiring vets? Maybe you're a veteran looking for a job. Go to iHeartRadio.com/Show Your Stripes. Hire smart, hire vets.
Hey, I'm talking to the guys out there. No, not you, Mr. Red Carpet Movie Star. The ones who get ready in a bathroom, not a dressing room. Real guys like you and me. Guys who want to look good but don't want to spend a lot of time doing it. Wall has you covered. They make heavy-duty beard trimmers for guys who just want to get in, get out, and get on with their day. So what are you waiting for? Get going. Go to wallgrooming.com. That's WAHLgrooming.com.
It's 3 p.m. School's out for America's kids. And when school's out, clubs are in. It's time to support the Boys and Girls Clubs. Visit greatfutures.org.
Kasha's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
Tubby and Coos, Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans and Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby and Coos, more than books.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate, will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton has everything for Doctor Who fans. Artists, vendors, games, costume contests, room parties, and more. Saturday night's Chronopalooza features Terra Terra, Suzaku 7, Some Metri Guy, Darwin Prophet, Tomb of Nick Cage, and the Consortium of Genius. Get discounted tickets now at NOLATimefest.com. NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton. You don't need an appointment to see the doctor.
This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Don't forget you can download a copy of the show at foxsportsam1280.com. Here's David and Brian.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D-Squared.
All right, we got a bunch of stuff to get to.
I know, man. Let's,
all right, first off, shout out. We got to give a shout out. Thanks to MobyCon. Last weekend we had a great time.
Absolutely, yeah. And once again, go to foxsportsam1280.com, click on Air the Week in Geek, and you'll see the MobyCon gallery, and we'll be putting it up on, I think it already is up on our Facebook page. It's on everything. So just, find your picture, tag yourself in it, and share it out to all your friends.
Yep. All right. You want to do
Book of the Month?
Yes, let's do that.
All right, what is the Book of the Month? Read a book.
So my wife will be very happy to hear this. The book of the month is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Okay.
It is the debut novel by American author Ransom Riggs. And it's actually pretty crazy. The book tells the tale of a boy who, following a horrific family tragedy, follows clues that take him to an abandoned orphanage on a Welsh island. The story is told through the combination of narrative and vernacular photographs from the personal archives of the collections listed by the author. So basically, this guy has gone out and found photographs, like at flea markets and different things, like old photographs, and then built a narrative around them.
That's actually pretty damn cool.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, like, the book, it's a book with pictures?
Yeah,
I can read it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a complete picture book. It is a novel, right? But there are plates in there, right? And it's, and he builds a story about these orphan children.
That's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, and so let's see. They're
making a movie out of it, too.
They are making a movie out of it. Let's see.
But it's only going to be available at Tubby and Coos, right?
For a 10% discount.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
So if you go over there and say you heard it on the Week in Geek, you'll get a 10% discount. And speaking of discounts at the Tubby and Coos.
Oh, yeah, man. So first and foremost, it's a big summertime blowout, and they're having discounts on pretty much everything, hardbacks, video, board games over $35 or over $50. You get 35% off.
Yeah.
But here's the biggest thing that I'm keyed in on is that, look, they're accepting used books.
Right.
And it's for store credit or just straight up donations. I mean, a lot of us out there have more books than we probably need. Give them to a good home. Help out your local, your local small business and give them some stock and help them out, because somebody would probably enjoy your book, and also, get hooked up with some store credit,
Yeah.
And they have an author event coming up soon as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Now, that's the entire month of June through July 31st, so 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months, the whole summer. 25% off all hardcovers. And who is their first author they're having coming on
It's
Sunday,
June 5th from 1 to 4. They're having John Corrett, CEO of Right Hook Media. author,
Breaking
actor,
Barriers?
Yeah, how to knock out adversity and live life as a champion.
I don't have to read that. I know everything there is to know, and I'm cool like that.
No, this guy recently had an accident that left him legally blind, and through adversity and healing, he brought this book to life, and so it's going to be a big event. They're going to have
That's awesome.
Some jambalaya and stuff out there.
So
and,
this Sunday, June 5th, from 1 to 4 at Tubby and Coos, Mid-City Bookshop. All right, Brian, you know what we got to do? This week in Geek History.
Yep.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future!
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by Five Stones Media. Find them on the net at fivestonesmedia.com. This week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, Brian. What do we got?
All right.
I want to learn something.
Okay. The first item on my list, this would have been for Scungy had he been here. May 30th, 1979.
Scungy got fired.
Video game publisher Capcom is founded as Japan Capsule Computers.
That's what that means?
Well, that was originally what it was founded as, yeah. So Capsule Computers, Capcom. Yeah,
well, I see what they did there.
There you go. Of course, they're best known for Street Fighter, Mega
yeah.
Man. But hey, by 2008, they were one of 50 largest software companies in the world.
Well played, Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
Next one. This one's kind of for you.
Hey,
May 31st, 2011. DC Comics announces it's renumbering the entire DC Universe line of comic books starting August 31st with 52 issues. It was the new 52 that came out for DC.
What? I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
No, I don't want to get into that. Yep. We got like 4 minutes left in the show, and I can't talk about the new 52 in like 3 minutes.
Well, I put DC stuff in here for you.
Right. Just because I like DC doesn't mean you want to get me. Don't pull that chain, Brian.
Okay.
Don't pull that chain.
Well, I'm a Marvel
Curse
fanboy.
Hate your face.
All right, next
And
on the
it
list.
exploded.
June 1st, 1955. This Island Earth is the first major sci-fi film made in Technicolor.
Ooh.
And it was lampooned in the film MST3K, the movie.
Nice.
So,
the first Technicolor film was a flop, is what you're telling me?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. Most of those sci-fi flicks from the 50s.
Filmed in Magnachrome. Yeah. God, they had so many of those out there. Spectravision and...
all that silly
God.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, thank God for MST3K.
I know.
And at NOLA Time Fest, they're going to be the New Orleans Worst Film Festival.
I know, dude. That was some good stuff.
I haven't we got to do that.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
All right, June 4th, 1982. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan is released. You know, I both love and hate that movie at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's a great movie. I love it.
Okay.
But when I was...
Ricardo Montalban.
I know. Fine Caribbean leather, right?
Right.
When I was a kid in the Boy Scouts, we would go do these little
You were a Boy
fundraisers.
Scout.
I was.
What a shock.
I know. We'd do these little fundraiser things, and they would give us free tickets to this single-screen cinema.
Okay.
And they would show us The Wrath of Khan.
Just over and over?
Every year. It was the same movie.
All right, see, that's just not cool.
Right.
Now, I mean, change it up a bit.
Exactly. I mean, so
wait, you don't dislike Wrath of Khan.
No,
you're just fried. You're burnt out.
I had enough, right? I got it. It's a great movie, whatever. I don't need to see it anymore.
Okay. All right, we only got about a minute left, man.
All right, let's do birthdays. You ready?
All right,
On
yes,
the 31st, Colin Farrell from Daredevil, Minority Report, Tigerland.
Oh, yeah.
On the 1st, Andrea Thompson. She was Babylon 5's Talia Winters. I know you hate it. Also on the 1st, Alanis Morissette. She was, of course, God in
Jagged
Dogma.
Little Pill.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the 2nd, Jewel State. She is
Firefly.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
On the 2nd, Marina Bakarin.
Martina Navratilova.
She was Arena in Firefly, and Angelina Jolie on the 4th.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys, another exciting episode of The Week in Geek is in the books. Stay tuned. The Z's are coming up next. And once again, like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio. iHeartRadio. Check out the website. Like us, follow us on Spreaker. FoxSportsAM1280.com. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL. NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton has everything for Doctor Who fans. Artists, vendors, games, costume contests, room parties, and more. Saturday night's Chronopalooza features Terra Terra, Suzaku 7, Some Metri Guy, Darwin Prophet, 2 of Nick Cage, and the Consortium of Genius. Get discounted tickets now at NOLATimefest.com. NOLA Time Fest, June 11th and 12th at the New Orleans Airport Hilton. You don't need an appointment to see the doctor.
AutoZone presents the oil change. Regular oil changes protect your engine from wear and tear, helping your car roll well beyond the 100,000-mile mark. And right now, you can get 5 quarts of Castrol conventional motor oil and a Fram Extra Guard oil filter for just $22.99. So visit your local AutoZone. With over 5,000 locations, the right supplies and good advice are just around the corner, so you can fix your car with confidence. Hoods up, America.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions and details in store.
Father's Day in the garage from Advance Auto Parts.
Today, we're going to do something nice for Dad and change his car's oil. Again.
Awesome. Can I put the oil on the engine?
It goes in the engine, not on it. And sure, sweetheart, I got 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic high mileage with premium filter for just $29.99.
How come?
With MaxLife technology, Dad's old car will be better protected and run longer.
Why doesn't Dad just get a new car?
Because Grandpa gave him this car.
Advance Auto Parts. Let's get you back on the road. See store for details.
I just signed up for low balance alerts from Wells Fargo.
We'll send you a text when your account balance drops below a